guys, it is Saturday night and it's late, I know. I just put up my Friday video because my daughter's boyfriend left yesterday, so we kind of tried to stay busy so she wouldn't be worried about him driving back to Connecticut. But she'll see him again in 3 weeks, so she's fine. Well, I mean, she's not fine, but you know what I mean. Like, she's okay. We started filming some videos for my other channel with some unboxings, which I'm excited about. We're also going to be doing some strange things that she found on a Chinese sales site there, which should be hysterical. But that's not, obviously from the title, that is not what this is about. And here's the thing. So when I first started my channel in January, and for those of you who don't know me, I started my channel in January at 458 pounds. I was a size 32. I am now a size 26, 28. I've lost 100 pounds. I'm wearing 3X and 2X clothing. I wear a size 3 at Torrid. I have gone down a full shoe size since I started. I've lost 100 pounds since January 24th of this year by changing my weight, my diet, like the way I eat, and by doing exercise once a day, about 30 minutes. That's all I've done. Sometimes a little bit more if I have time and the ability to do so or feeling well enough. I do suffer from PCOS, PTSD, anxiety, generalized anxiety disorder, depression. I have to say PCOS? Yeah, probably. And other stuff. There's other little stuff. I have GMO sensitivities and other general allergies. I have a lot of medical stuff that goes on, not necessarily related to my weight. I have not yet been diagnosed as a diabetic, but I don't know if I've taken all the right tests, so who knows. I think everything's come back pretty okay in the past on my physicals. I started my channel, and one of the first messages I got on Instagram, because I always put my Instagram below, which I will not be doing in this video, but feel free to go watch another one and find it. For those of you who want to be haters, it's cool, because I know I'm going to make some people mad, and I just don't care. I really just don't. I am going, after losing 100 pounds, a lot of people reaching out to me for help, and I decided to go to health coach school so that I can help other people succeed in losing weight. One of the first messages I got, first few messages was, I'd love to subscribe to you. You seem really nice, and you seem like you really want to make a change, but, you know, you're probably just another Amberlynn Reid. I had no idea who she was at the time. Never heard of her, never watched her, none of that stuff. Was not even dealing with the weight loss community at all on YouTube. Was not. I mean, I'm very thankful for her to some aspects. I have really started watching some really influential people for me. People that have really kind of given me some inspiration. And some of these people may seem counterintuitive, I guess, because they are drama channels to some extent. They're not just drama channels. They talk about Amberlynn Reid sometimes. That is Shaquana Jefferson. Her name's Shannon. I watch Zachary Michaels. I watch Kicking Geese. I watch Obese to Beast now. I am really angry right now. So today, Kicking Geese did a live watch of Amberlynn Reid's newest video talking about her doctor visit. And here's the thing. I hate gaslighters. I hate liars. I hate them with a passion. By hate, I don't necessarily mean hate, like, oh, I hate them. I dislike their actions to such an extent that I will not be around those type of people. It's kind of my rule. Here's the deal. The first thing I'm going to call out was much later in the video. It's not part of the beginning. And it made me so angry. Because first of all, she was talking about going to the doctor and how he gave her a list of what to eat when. That is what I, as a health coach, would do to somebody, is what to eat when. And when that is done, it is done in such a way that you don't put someone's body into shock, especially if they've been overeating significantly. It is done in such a way so they're getting the vitamins and minerals they need in their meals, but also to not such a huge extent that they're changing everything but what they eat. So he told her, I believe, to eat 2 eggs and 4 slices of bacon in the morning for breakfast. He told her she could have, you know, like a lean cuisine or some sort of like a meal from the grocery store, like a microwavable meal for lunch. And then for dinner, he told her to have a piece of lean meat and like broccoli. And she specifically said broccoli. And he was like, I feel so weird having broccoli come off my tongue. Later in the video, she claimed that he never talked to her about vegetables or anything like that, which is a lie because she counter said herself. So she lied right in the video, and it's obvious. That being said, let's not even talk about that part of the lie. She said that everything he gave her to eat for the day, she sat down with her fitness pal because everything was pre-prepared. She had everything laid out for her 3 meals and her snacks or whatever. And it was only 750 calories, and it was over 4,000 milligrams of, I think she said 4,600 milligrams of sodium. So I did some math. So I looked up the calories and sodium count of 2 eggs and 4 slices of bacon. It is 350 calories for 2 eggs and 4 slices of bacon, and it is 640 milligrams of sodium on 2 eggs and 4 slices of bacon. Reasonable breakfast. That's a breakfast I would suggest to somebody. And then, of course, you complain about not wanting to eat breakfast. You know what? I don't like eating breakfast either, but I do it because your body needs they call it breakfast because it means break the fast. You have to give your body fuel to go through the day, period. That is why you eat breakfast. I struggle to eat breakfast because I don't get hungry. But I do it because I know I need to do it. It's not a choice. It's not optional. It's none of those things. So the next thing she talked about was the meal that she would get, like the frozen meal she would get from the grocery store. I don't know what she got. I can't look that up. She didn't mention what brand she was looking at. I think she said about lean cuisine, but I don't know that. So I didn't look that part up. I said, okay, let's look at the other 2 meals. She said that for dinner, he told her to have a lean meat, so like a chicken breast, which you can cook in like a teaspoon of avocado oil. Done. A little bit of cayenne. That's no sodium. A little bit of something else. Depending on what spice you get, you don't have to have sodium in your spices. Now, if you use something like, Mrs. Dash Rub, there's going to be some sodium. But you can use some really good spices that have zero sodium in them because they're not a salt. And we use cayenne. That's what we love, and it's got no sodium in it, so it's okay. So for a normal portion of chicken breast and a cup of broccoli, because she mentioned broccoli, so I looked up broccoli, and I'm assuming like in like a steam fresh bag kind of thing. The chicken breast is 165, obviously no sodium because it's chicken, and the cup of broccoli is 50 calories and 35 milligrams of sodium. So why don't we just double it? Why don't we just make it 2 cups of broccoli? Why don't we do 2 cups of broccoli, and so we're going to bring that up to 100, and we're going to make that 70 milligrams of sodium. Okay, so I am at 615 calories, and I am at 710 milligrams of sodium. So please tell me on that 40 calories I'm missing, or that 100 calories I'm missing, where you're getting an extra, 4,000 calories, 4,000 milligrams of sodium. What the heck are you eating that's 4,000 milligrams of sodium? Like, she's lying. It's an absolute lie. Everything she's saying is a lie about that. And the only reason she's lying is so that she can say that she was the victim, or that this doctor wasn't a good doctor, or she doesn't have to do what she's being told to do. Okay? I'm going to call it out as a lie right now. I'm absolutely calling it as a lie. I did the research. I did the numbers. It's a lie. The only way, and actually there's no way that anything she could have eaten would have been 100 calories. It would have had 4,000. Aside from sitting there with a spoon eating a bowl of salt, there is no way to get 4,000 more calories, 4,000 more milligrams of sodium with 100 calories. There's no way. It's absolutely impossible. There's no way to do it. It's not possible. So I'm calling BS. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with me at all, I've been through some hard crap in my life because of something that happened to me when I was much younger. When I did start gaining weight and I noticed guys weren't really paying attention to me, did I kind of like it? Yeah. I kind of like the fact that guys weren't paying attention to me because even though I rationally knew that certain types of stuff have nothing to do with the act and have everything to do with control and power, my brain still thought, well, at least if I was fat, maybe nobody would want to do that to me again. Somewhere in the back of my head. So I didn't really try that hard to lose weight in the beginning. By the time I did, my PCOS was in full effect. I had gotten much sick. I got very sick and was put on a medication to gain about an extra 150 pounds, more than what I had already gained. And I kind of stayed there for a really long time because as a single mom, I had no way to fix it in my head. I didn't know I could do it. I didn't think I could do it. I didn't have self-esteem. I had been in an abusive marriage. I was in a marriage where I was cheated on constantly. 2 different marriages. I'm in my 3rd now. I'm not proud of that. Wish I would have met him first because he's awesome. But I've been through some stuff. So for somebody to sit back and be like, oh, well, because all this stuff happened to me, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's one thing to talk about things you've been through to help other people who've been through them. It's a whole other thing to use them to be a victim. I don't think that it's okay to be a victim. I don't think it's okay to make yourself a victim. Yes, it is okay to have pain. It's okay to have PTSD or other things because of something that happened to you, but it happened to you. It does not define you. So I'm calling BS on what she said about what her doctor said about food, because she in one breath said he never talked about vegetables, and earlier she talked about how he was talking about broccoli and other vegetables. So did he talk to her or did he not? And here's the thing. When a doctor comes in, especially a weight loss doctor, they understand that the reason you're fat is not because, some angel came down and said, oh, here, you're going to be fat for the rest of your life, and beep, waved a wand. You got fat because you got some sort of other baggage somewhere else that is causing you to gain weight. 90% of people who are overweight, but usually because of something that's happened in their past that they aren't dealing with, and that they're not eating right, or they're just too lazy to do it, or they don't want to do it, or whatever. There's a billion reasons. Are there people who are medically overweight? Yes, those people are not included in this. I am not talking about them at all. So if you have a medical condition that is causing you to have weight issues, whether it be your medication, the fact that you're not mobile, whatever, that is not you I'm talking about. So before anyone yells at me, I am not talking about those people. I am talking about the other people, like Amberlynn Reid. And I never make videos like this, and I'm not super comfortable doing this, but I am angry that someone would sit there and lie, because this girl has so many subscribers and so many people who want to lose weight who watch her and think they're going to get some nugget of information that might help them lose weight. You want to watch somebody? Watch Obese to Beast. Watch me. Watch, Shaquana Jefferson. She does a 5-bite diet thing. Kicking Geese is vegan and talks about her vegan lifestyle quite a bit. There's a bunch of people. There's so many people out there who are great. Don't watch someone who will sit there condescendingly with no medical degree and tell you that she knows better than a doctor. A doctor that has a waiting period to get into him because there's so many patients that want to see him. The reason he told you, little miss, I watch my 600-pound life all the time, that you needed to eat this way first and no, right now, surgery was not an option for you. Let me tell you why. Based on what he probably saw in your blood tests and your BP and your weight and your health condition and your breathing, he probably decided you'd die on the table. Because that's what my friend was told. You need to lose 100 pounds before you're going to get surgery. And guess what else? If you watch My 600-Pound Life, and I've only watched like 2 episodes, one because everybody said it was so sad because the girl died before I think she had the surgery and then she died, or she was going to have the surgery. I don't know, something like that. But anyhow, it was super sad. It was a really sad episode, and I haven't watched it in a while, but I've only watched a couple episodes of it. They tell them, okay, you have to be down to this weight before we can do surgery. And it's always in the 400s. Always. Always. So right now you weigh too much to go on a table and go under the knife. That is what I'm sure he told you. Because they say it on My 600-Pound Life all the time. Everyone talks about there being amount of weight you have to lose. Here's the other thing. If you're not handling your baloney that you've been through in the past, if you are not dealing with your demons, they will not put you under. They won't give you surgery. If your counselor says, nah, she's nowhere near ready, she has not dealt with nothing, then they're not going to give you surgery. They are not supposed to give you surgery if you're just going to go back to eating the way you were eating before. If you still got the same reasons that caused you to eat, why should they put you under and give you surgery? For you to then stretch your stomach back out and not be eligible for another surgery, and then you will die. Because you'll continue to gain weight. And you can't get multiple surgeries. It doesn't work that way. You only have so much stomach. You only have one body and you're supposed to take care of it. And I'm guilty of not taking care of mine. I am the first one to admit I did not take care of myself before. And I regret it every stupid day of my life that I didn't realize what I was doing to myself. And that I didn't realize that there was counseling I'd go to without playing games with my doctor. Because when I was in my early 20s, me and counselors, and in high school, I went to counseling since I was 5 years old. That's how messed up my life's been, y'all. I've been to counseling my whole life since I was 5. So, you want to talk about somebody who's been through some stuff? I've been there. And I fully understand that when you've been through some major stuff, weight sometimes happens because you're not dealing with it. You're not learning how to cope in other ways. And in my case, I didn't eat a lot of food, but I didn't take care of myself. And I didn't eat healthy. And there was a lot of things I didn't do. And it makes a difference. And the whole fact of the matter is there was nothing I would love better in this world than to see Amberlynn Reid wake up, realize that losing the weight is not easy. It is work. It is the most work I've done in my life. I have not worked in 6 months. I am just now trying to go back to work because I had to commit 100% to changing my mindset, to going to counseling, to working on my body with workout, to working on my mind with my counselor, my problems with my counselor, to making active changes in my home, to myself. I mean, the things I've had to do, aside from just eating right, to get where I am now were work. Absolute work. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's you don't know more than your doctor. And I'm calling BS on the calories versus sodium milligrams. You're full of it. If you watch this video, which I doubt you will, but if you do, you are full of crap when it comes to the calories versus sodium. I don't know where you got your numbers from. You either were being honest with the fact that you weren't actually doing the diet, more likely the chance, and you're lying about the calorie count. I mean, at least if you're going to pull it up, you could have at least come up with something believable. I mean, I'm sorry. You could have done a better job at making it believable beforehand. But you said you didn't write notes this time, so I'm sure you didn't realize that 750 calories, there is nothing besides eating salt with a spoon that would bring you that much milligrams of sodium, 4,600 milligrams of sodium. Takes eating spoonfuls of salt. I can't deal. I just feel like she's doing such a disservice to people who watch her and care about her. Because there are people who watch her and care about her who want her to succeed. And they keep watching her, hoping, praying that this time she will wake up and save her life. And they keep watching this car wreck. Circle and circle and circle. She jokes about the cycle, but it's true. It is absolutely true. You know, I'm going to tell you something. I haven't cycled at all. I've been on the same path. I've had my gains, had my plateaus, I've had my losses. I don't give up. I go in feet first for the next week. I do everything I'm supposed to do. Like, giving up on everything a week after starting, nothing's going to make a difference in a week, man. Nothing. I struggled with body dysmorphia where I wasn't seeing my weight loss. It took me almost 4 months of weight loss to compare pictures and be like, oh, wow, yeah, I guess I did lose some weight. You know, like, it's not okay. What she's doing is not okay for people who are really struggling with weight and who think she might be able to help them come up with an answer. And I think people like her are toxic. They're toxic to the people around them because they use them. And these people, she makes sure they become dependent on her in some way so that to some extent she controls them. And does that directly tie into the fact that she never controls a child? Absolutely. That is exactly what it is. I've been guilty of that in the past myself. That's why I know. I am not talking crap, y'all. It's something I've done. I've been there. I've done it. Like, It's something people who had no control of their life as a child do. They act like a child as an adult, trying to control people by making them dependent or making them have something about you that they need. It's just the way it is. It is just the way it is. Reality of the whole entire situation is, at the end of the day, Amberlynn's going to keep being Amberlynn. And it hurts channels like mine and other channels. I mean, like Obese to Beast, he's fine. But little people like us, me, let's see, Gigi Days, whatever. It's the other one I watch, who's doing weight loss, and she talks a lot about her life too, and she does just little short snippet videos, which I kind of like. She's not like a long-winded chatter like me. That being said, I am not monetized. I'm not even close to having enough people to be monetized. Don't care. This video doesn't matter in my repertoire because I'm a tiny YouTuber and I don't matter as far as YouTube is concerned, and that's fine. What I'm saying is, if you found this video by accident, please understand you are being lied to. Outright lied to. Please. If you are someone who has the ability to go to a doctor and get help with your weight loss, do it. Don't listen to Amberlynn. If your gut tells you something doesn't feel right, don't disbelieve that doctor. Now, if your doctor's telling you to jump off a bridge, okay, maybe go see another doctor. If you try what the doctor says for a month, 2 months, and you're feeling sicker or you're not feeling well or it's not working for you, and you go back to your doctor again and say, this isn't working for me. Let him try something different, because not everything works. No two people will work out on the same diet. You and your friend can do the exact same diet. One of you lose weight, one of you won't. Your bodies are different. So the doctor's going to try different things. And the thing of it is, when you first start a diet, they're going to do it slow. They're not going to let your body get shocked by going from 5,000, 7,000 calories a day, which I'm sure is what she's eating, down to 700. That's never going to happen. They're going to slowly wean her down. Now let me talk about food addiction and being treated for food-related issues. When you go to an inpatient facility, you are not allowed to see calories or sodium or cholesterol or any of that. You're not even allowed to see your weight. Do you know why they do that? Because they want you to feel like you're eating until you're full. They want you to feel like you're having what you should have. They're monitoring what you're taking into your body, and they're watching you lose weight. At this point, I think she has to be impatient because she can't do it on her own. She thinks she knows more than a doctor. And she's a 20-something girl who didn't go to college and has no idea. I'm just going to call BS on her because I'm tired of this. Please, if you've watched this video, if you've listened to anything I've said to you, because I know it's a lot of rambling and that's how I am when I'm mad, and I'm super sorry. Super sorry. But anyhow, no, she's lying to you. And I've given you proof that she's lying to you in multiple ways. The fact she said he talked about broccoli and all these other vegetables, and she said he never talked about vegetables. And then she talked about carbohydrates. No, probably she asked him, well, what about stuff like potatoes? I really like potatoes, because we know she likes potatoes. We also had a sausage and potato thing. And he probably said you can have some, but don't have a lot of them, because they have a lot of carbs. Potatoes are starchy vegetables. Avoid starchy vegetables. Carrots, potatoes, stuff like that. Those are starchy vegetables. Avoid them. Not as far as don't have them. Just don't have 5 of them. Have 1. And if you eat a potato, always leave the skin on, because that's extra fiber. It helps it process. In a meal, just as an FYI, for those of you who want to learn something, a little bit of tidbit of knowledge at the end. Your plate when you're eating healthy and on a diet, 1/3 greens, 1/3 fiber, 1/3 protein, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of fat. That's what your plate should look like. So, maybe it won't fly out like that. Like maybe you'll have like stuff stacked on the thing. Like today, we did bread, paninis. And we put a bunch of spinach on there and some mushrooms and a tablespoon of Caesar dressing on it, a little bit on both sides, like half and half, a tablespoon. Spread it out. Put the ciabatta bread, which we got non-GMO ciabatta bread. So it's not, we use like a half of a piece of ciabatta bread. Put it in our panini press and had a thing of nuts with it. Fat, vegetables, protein, fiber, all of it in the meal. And so it's easy to do. But if you're going to walk around and second guess your doctor and not listen, he told you not to do the numbers, but you did them and then you lied about them anyway. Because your numbers are off by about 4,000 milligrams of sodium and only 100 calories. So, yeah, I really think, I never talk about this, but please, if you are someone who's looking to lose weight, don't watch someone like her. She's not going to help you. My heart breaks for people who seriously watch her and feel like she's saying the same things they feel or the same things they think, and that it's giving them an excuse also to not lose weight. She is making you become like she is. I don't want any of you to die. I don't want Amberlynn to die. I have a friend, and I said this in the beginning of my channel, very good friend of mine named Alex. And we met when I was in high school, I think, at like a carnival they had at the mall. Might have been first year college, somewhere around there. And he was my best friends. We tried to date, but he's Greek and I'm Italian, and his grandfather didn't like me. It's fine. We ended up staying friends. And I looked last year because I thought, I wonder what Alex is up to, because the last time I had run into him, he was with this girl. They were trying to have a baby. Like, I was just wondering how it was, like how things were going. And I tried to look I've looked up here and there on Facebook and couldn't find him. I didn't think much about it. And I decided to Google his name. And the story I found broke my heart. He was always a big guy. He was very round. But he died a few years ago in his apartment alone. They had to open up the wall of his apartment, take him out on a forklift, and take his body away in a truck because he gained so much weight. Sorry, someone's in my kitchen, if you heard that. He's dead. And he's dead because he didn't take care of himself. And is there a part of me that was like, wow, if I hadn't lost touch, maybe I could have helped him? Maybe. Maybe not. The one thing I know is that I can change my life in memory of him, in memory of what he couldn't do. Find the strength he didn't find. But can you imagine someone's body having to be taken away not by a hearse, but by a U-Haul truck? Can you imagine how his mother felt asking the reporters to please go away and please let her son have peace and not be talked about? Can you imagine that? All I'm saying, guys, is, we all have our junk. We all have our baggage. If you're overweight, I guarantee you're carrying some baggage that isn't meant for you. It's meant for nothing. It's meant to be gotten rid of and tossed away. And that requires you to go to counseling and dealing with the issues. That requires you to own your life. It requires you to not make excuses. And it requires you to not lie. And those are 3 things Amberlynn can't do. She won't own anything. She lies. She doesn't hold herself accountable. And if you're a praying person, I am praying that she wakes up and realizes that at some point this becomes desperate. She's the same height I am, and she's over 100 pounds more than where I started in January. I was at the highest weight I've ever been in my life at that point at 458. I had gained 30 pounds in about 3 months 4 months because of depression. I would think things like the world would be so much better if I wasn't here. God, just take me now. Like, let's go. Like, I'm done. I'm good. Nobody missed me. Nobody showed up to my funeral. Nobody would care. Like, that's where I was at. Like, I was praying that I could just go to sleep and not wake up because I didn't want to be here anymore. I was in a horrible place. I was so lost. I didn't know who I was anymore. My paradigms had all shifted. My life had changed. I'd always held myself as this certain person, and all of my value was in my value to other people and not in my value to myself. And I had to find myself. I had to do the work. I had to find out, who am I? What do I enjoy? I'm still working on that. It's not perfect. I'm not totally there yet, but I'm working on it. And I just honestly pray that if anyone happens to find this video and you hear what I'm saying, if you've ever felt the way I do, go message me on Instagram, whatever. If you need someone to talk to, I'm always around. I may not message you back right away. I'm sorry if I don't. Sometimes my Instagram doesn't give me messages. But I need you to understand, people, that the way she's doing things isn't right. It's not okay. It's not right. It's not healthy. It's not safe for you to do what she's doing. I think what she's afraid of is that if she loses weight, she's going to lose subscribers and lose her channel and lose her income. Great. If you lose weight and you lose your income and you're more mobile, you can go to work. Right now, the only place you're heading to is an early grave. I get it. She doesn't have kids, so the thought of, I want to see my grandkids isn't a motivator for her. She doesn't have a great relationship with her family, it sounds like, which I can understand. And so using your family as a momentum. She cried about wanting to see her mom so bad, but then the next day quit a weight loss program because she didn't like it. But she was crying she couldn't see her mom because she couldn't buckle her seatbelt. But then the next day she was in a car with a seatbelt on. Do you get it, guys? Know who you're watching. Listen to people who know what they're talking about. Listen to people who are actually telling the truth. Don't listen to people like her. I hate even saying it. I don't like talking poorly about people. But I would say this to her face as well. I would tell her the same dang thing. I don't talk about people behind their backs and tell them to their face. I'm going to put her name in here because she can find it. And she can see what I think, and that's fine. But I will tell you for sure, she definitely lied about calories versus sodium. She definitely lied about what she said he said, and then he didn't say. He either said one or he didn't. But she said both. So, So I can't, when you have multiple lies that are so easy to see, the other ones have to be there. Someone just doesn't pick something like that to lie about. They choose this. She said she didn't take notes, so that's probably why her numbers were so off. I think so many people right now are so frustrated with her because she needs to do better. She needs to be better. And she's the only one who can do it. Nobody else can help her. Nobody else can force her. You can't force her to go to inpatient. You can't force her to listen to her doctor. She's got to make that decision herself. But don't go down that hole with her. Be aware of who she is, what she's doing. And here's the thing I need you guys to understand. I'm not saying that she's doing this just to be malicious. A lot of it has to do with her mental health, I assume. A lot of it has to do with her insecurities. A lot of it has to do with her not having the self-esteem to want to do better for herself. And these are issues she has to deal with. But the reality, the whole fact of the matter is, she's got to do it. She's got to make the choice. And until then, y'all are just watching a cycling sink. Just spinning around. And one of two things is going to happen. She's either going down the drain or she's going to sit there and do better. But right now, it looks like she's getting awful close to that drain. And just, if you don't listen to anything I say, if you're someone who needs to lose weight, the 3 things I say people need to do is go to a counselor. Even if you don't think you have something to deal with, just make sure. Go to a few sessions, talk out anything, let them talk to you, let them walk you through your life, make sure there's nothing you're holding on to. Number 2, change the way you eat. Don't go on a diet. Number 3, move. I don't care if you dance to K-pop songs, if you do a DDPY yoga workout like I do, if you go down to a gym and walk on a treadmill for 30 minutes, just move. That's all you need to do. That's all it takes. I'm proof of that. 100 pounds almost. Like, since January. Who does that? This girl. Just start paying attention to the right people. Start realizing in your friend group who's giving you advice that you should listen to, maybe. Go to your doctor. Have your doctor give you some ideas on what to eat, how to eat it, when to eat it. Get a health coach. I have a health coach page if anyone wants it. Let me know. It's on Facebook. It's Going All the Way Health Coaching. Feel free to follow me there. I give tips and tricks and stuff like that all the time. And I'm sorry this is super long, and it's a rant video. And I rarely do these, and I actually have another one coming up. But not tomorrow. So, have a great day. And just be careful. Be careful who you let in your circle. Be careful who you listen to. And be careful who you support, because loving somebody who's not helping themselves can turn you into an enabler. And by saying things like, well, we love you, thinking that support is going to help her change her mind, is actually the exact opposite of what's going to happen. Saying, oh, but we still love you, means you don't have to change. Means we're okay with you going ahead and doing whatever the heck you want to do. And we're still going to be here and support you, and you're going to still make money off us. And it doesn't help them. It doesn't help them at all, especially somebody like her. She can't be honest with herself about what she needs. And as long as the rest of you are saying, it's okay if you don't want to do that, we still love you, it's not the answer. As Zachary Michaels would say, that's not the answer, sis. It's not the answer. Tough love is a smart thing when it comes to food issues. It's a smart thing when it comes to people who are in abusive relationships. Because at some point you have to separate yourself and say, I can no longer support your behavior. I can no longer watch you continue to say, I want to lose weight, and then do everything in your power not to. I think this is the longest video I've ever done. And I'm so sorry, guys, if you made it through it. I love you. Again, not monetized, nowhere near. I got 65 subscribers. So, y'all, just please be careful. Be careful who you watch. Be careful who you listen to. Always talk to your doctor. And always be smart. Common sense stuff. When someone says I had 700 calories and 4,600 milligrams of sodium, look up what they said they had to eat. Because 615 of those calories only came to about 710 milligrams of sodium. I want to know where the 4,000 of them is. Where'd they go? How was that bowl of salt? Just, I'm out of here. I can't keep talking about this. I'm going to be more frustrated. Love y'all. Bye.